Okay, welcome in one and all. I'm a little behind, so I'm going to be catching up on Thursday and Friday night's action of the NHL. There are only 4 games on Thursday's tap, so this video shouldn't take as long. Once I'm done this one, I will upload my one for Friday. So starting with the two teams you see on your screen between the Montreal Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes. In the first period, Svechnikov would kick things off for the Hurricanes a minute and 35 seconds into that frame, recording his fourth goal of the season from Burns and Aho. Jesper Fast would score with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in that period, his third of the season from Aho and Burns. Stevens would then record his second goal of the season for the Habs, cutting the deficit to 2-1 at that point, assisted by Pizzetta and Struble. Matheson would then score with 4 seconds to go in that frame on a power play, his sixth of the season from Sean Monahan and Caden Primo. In the second, just a lone goal to report from the Hurricane side, a minute and 29 seconds into that period. Jesper Fast would record his second goal of the game, his fourth of the season, assisted by Noisen and Drury. In the third, Josh Anderson would tie things up 25 seconds into that frame, recording his sixth goal of the season. Svechnikov would then record his second goal of the game, his fifth of the season from Pesci and Aho, with 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in that period. And then he would record a hat trick with a late power play goal, just 19 seconds to go in that period, his sixth of the season from Aho and Burns. So 5-3 would be the final score in favor of Carolina. They have now improved to 19, 13, and 4, still sitting in that top 4 of their division. As for the Habs, they're still in the bottom 4 of their division as the Atlantic, 15, 14, and 5. All right, let's take a look at the next matchup, which took place in, holy cow, hold on, I'm on the wrong date, Vancouver. And they played host to the Philadelphia Flyers. So I'll have the team's logos on the screen right away. Okay. Let's take a look and see who won and who scored for these respected teams. So there are no goals to report in the first. We have to jump all the way ahead to the second with just under 5 minutes to go in that frame. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact. Zamula would kick things off for the Flyers, recording his second goal of the season, assisted by Forster and Farabee. Walker would then increase the lead to 2-0 a minute 21 seconds after that, getting his goal of the season from Tippett and Konechny. Farabee would then increase the lead to 3-0 with 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in that period, getting his 12th of the season, assisted by Brink. So it was 3-0 in favor of the Flyers heading into the third. Teddy Bluger would finally get the Canucks on the board 25 seconds into that third period, recording his fifth goal of the season from Joshua and Quinn Hughes. Then Garden Hathaway would get a short-handed goal for the Flyers, recording his fourth of the season from Ryan Poehling. And that is where we would stand at the end of regulation. So with the victory, the Flyers improved to 18, 11, and 5, still sitting in that top 3 of their division. And despite the loss, the Canucks are still on top of their Pacific division, 23, 10, and 3. All right. Now, the last 2 games involve all 4 teams from the Pacific Division. So we're heading to Las Vegas, where they took on the Los Angeles Kings. But both these teams are in that top 3 respectively in their division. And I believe both these teams are going to be very competitive throughout the entire season. Just waiting for this phone to load, so don't mind me. So Jack Eichel would get the lone goal in the first, recording his 16th of the season from Barbashev and Stone, 7 minutes and 38 seconds into that frame. In the second, Amadio would increase the lead to 2-0 for the Golden Knights, getting his 6th goal this season from Dorofiev and Brandon McNabb. Kopitar would finally get the Kings on the board, 6 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in that period, recording his 14th of the season from Kempe and Gavrikov. William Karlsson would then increase the lead to 3-1 a minute and 40 seconds after that. A minute and 30 seconds after that, getting his 15th of the season, assisted by Cotter and Pietrangelo. The lone goal in the third happened with roughly 2 minutes remaining in that period, a minute and 59 seconds to be exact, where Trevor Moore would pot his 17th of the season, assisted by Kopitar and Grundstrom. The Kings were not able to mount a comeback, so 3-2 would be the final score from Vegas. With the victory, the Golden Knights are 22, 10, and 5. And despite the loss, the Kings are 28 and 4. All right. The last game from Thursday took place in San Jose, where we had the Sharks playing host to the Edmonton Oilers. Now, this isn't the game from 2-3 months ago when it looked like both these teams were going to be bottom feeders at one point. The Oilers have improved since their loss to the Sharks way back in like early November. In the first, Ryan McLeod would kick things off exactly at 1 minute into that frame, recording his 6th of the season from Zach Hyman and Evan Bouchard. Zach Hyman would then double up the lead with 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the period, recording his 20th goal of the season from McDavid and Nurse. Evan Bouchard would get a late goal with 5 minutes and 5 seconds exactly remaining in the clock, recording his 9th of the season from Ekholm and Connor Brown. And then Leon Draisaitl would then get a goal of his own, his 15th of the season from Foegele and McLeod, 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the period. So it was 4-0 for the Edmonton Oilers heading into the second. Just a lone goal to report in the second, 9 minutes and 7 seconds in that frame. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins would record his 9th goal of the season from Cody Ceci and Darnell Nurse. There were no goals to report from the third, so 5-0 would be the final score from San Jose. With the loss, the Sharks are 9-24-3, and with the victory, the Oilers are finally above 500, 16-15-1. As always, I attempt to do videos on the daily. Unfortunately, life does sometimes get in the way, so it makes it quite busy. But if you do enjoy these type of videos and you're new to the channel, please feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. And as always, take care.